Hey guys, I'm setting up, so bear with me a moment here. We are going to go live shortly, or actually get started shortly. We're going to give everybody a few minutes to join. Hey, Hitop, how's it going? Phil, how are you? Rob, thank you very much for coming. Vic, thanks for coming, my brother. How are you from Vegas? So everybody, thank you very much for coming here. We have an exciting thing to kind of go with you. Megan, how are you? Thank you for coming. So everybody, we're going to give it a few more minutes for everybody to join. Mystic Angel, how are you? Sandy, thank you for joining. Juan, thank you very much for joining. We're going to get started in a couple of minutes for the rest of the folks to join, because this is actually a very important... Rosa, thank you for coming. How are you? Mary Ellen, how are you? Thank you for coming. Brenda, thank you very much for coming and helping out. So everybody, we're going to get started in a couple of minutes for the rest of the folks to join. As you know, this is going to be our 101 small YouTuber grow series. This is number 4. And for number 4, we are going to kind of look at TubeBuddy, higher level for now. We're going to go really deep into it somewhere down the road. Hey, Rat Rod, how's it going? You planning to meet Josh and Becky, you know, when you go back to Disneyland? Steve, welcome back. How are you? So, really quick, for those of you who, I'm going to give you a really high-level explanation of what TubeBuddy does, or does for me at least. Can everybody hear me well? I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. Hey, Priscilla, thank you for coming. Marilyn, thank you very much. All right, guys. I have 30 seconds, and then I will get it started. And the rest of the folks come in, and my fantastic mods, everybody. For those of you out there, I have a list of really fantastic moderators out here. If you don't know them, get to know them. Very cool people. And also everybody in this channel here who come in here, you guys are fantastic. You guys are part of a community. I see you guys everywhere. Take a look at each other, talk to each other, have fun, get to know each other. So, okay, that 30 seconds is up. So really quick, what I want to do is to give you a really quick verbal. The reason why you're here is we want to talk about TubeBuddy. It's an application that helps YouTubers look at your analytics, looking at that information, and allowing you to use the analytics to make a smart decision on how to position your video and where it's positioned. So you can make a better decision on how to make certain changes to make sure your videos rank higher, get better views, and really understand what your competitors are doing, which is very, very important. So one of the things I want to show you is really simple. Before we get into the TubeBuddy, for those of you who want to see what TubeBuddy looks like, I have included a link below this live to, I guess, an associate link that'll take you there. If you are interested in TubeBuddy, I embedded it in here. So take a look at it. It's really cool. I've tried the free version. Really doesn't work a whole lot for me. I opted for the middle tier. And the middle tier is $9 a month, I believe, which is fantastic for me. But I will tell you how it helps and how powerful of a tool it is. So I am going to go to one of my videos. I'm going to give you an idea how this helped a very important video of mine. And it actually gives you really fantastic results. But as you know, with every tool that you use, you have to know how to use it and use it well. It's the same thing when you go to Home Depot, you buy a hammer. You don't use it well, you hit your thumb with it, that thumb is bye-bye. You know, so it's the same exact thing. You have a tool, you have to use it, learn how to use it for you. So I am going to go into a video which made a big impact for me. So here I am going into a video of mine. It's called Free Xfinity Spectrum Without Additional Cable TV Box. Okay. What you see here is my creator studio. But what's really nice about it is you see where it says TB, everything in red. Those areas are the areas where you could theoretically use, I guess, TubeBuddy to help you. And one of the things that I think is very powerful, and which a lot of small channels have already asked me this question, okay? And this question is, how important is keywords to a video? And do you truly have to tie the keywords into your title? So think about this, right? The keywords that you use in here are utmost important as it ties here to your title. If it ties somehow, it ranks higher. Hey Disney Dan, thanks for coming. So that's lesson number one, is one, keywords are very important in all your videos. This video is the first video that I used TubeBuddy on. Changed the wording, and as you could see here, I'm rated pretty damn high here as it relates to free cable and free Comcast boxes. It's actually because it's TubeBuddy. How I used it was I looked at my genre. Remember, if you don't know what the word genre is and what it means, go back to one of my older videos. You know, one of my small YouTuber grow videos. Disney Life of Ours, how are you? Thank you for coming. The genre is very important. You have to know where you're competing. Okay? If you don't know where you're competing, you have to do your homework. In this case, this is how to get free cable, meaning from Xfinity, or which is Comcast, or Spectrum, from which was actually Old Time Warner, right? Without a box. What I did was I understand where I'm competing here, and I know that I could compete well. Those of you who've been with me for a long time, this is actually a relatively new video. This is in February, okay? Look at how many views I have already. Put this out in February and I already have 4,700 views. It's crazy. But I knew how to, I used TubeBuddy to my advantage. What I did was I knew who I was competing with. So I actually looked this up and I went into YouTube. and looked up free Xfinity without a box. So you have to do a lot of research yourself. Take a look at this. This is actually my video right here. I'm number 1. What I did was I knew who I was competing with, right? What I did was that I went into this guy's channel, which I know it's a prank, but you know, all these things I ranked on top is because, look, 2 million, 3 million. I want to see what keywords they used and what they're competing with. Let's just pick one. And what I did was I looked at their channel, which this tool is really, really powerful. The reason is if they have keywords in here, you could see every keyword they have and how they ranked. And when it comes in, you'll be able to see this and how well they ranked or how they did not rank. Okay? So as it loads, hey Nanobot, how are you? Thank you for joining. As it loads, if you look at this, the keywords where it says tag, right here for this guy, what's really nice is you see it says show search results or ranking. Click on that. And by clicking on it, you're telling TubeBuddy to look at where they ranked here. If you see them rank, those are really good keywords to compete against. The ones that are not ranking, there's a reason why they may not rank so well. You know, so you don't want to use that. My best practice is I will look at 3 to 4 of my competitors' channels and look and search for these rankings. When that happens, what that does is it brings my video up. I look at the best of all the keywords, and I have it in here, and this actually gets me to number 1. Number 1, 5, number 2, 17. Here's the thing. Keywords changes, okay? So yeah, the more competitor you have, the more they put in this stuff, your ranking could change, okay? So think about that. So just by having keywords here now, even though they rank well, doesn't mean you should stick around here. You have to always revisit it. And this is where it comes in. And what's really nice is these tools. If you come down here to my video, it will give you related tags. By clicking on the plus, you'll be able to get that in there yourself. See it? This is really powerful because when you get started and you have no idea what to enter in there, it will actually, TubeBuddy will actually go and pull some information from your background and say, are these it? And they will base a lot of information on this. And I'll give you an example, right? If I put in cable television here, right? Cable. Look what happens. This pops up. It gives you an idea. Hey, what are you trying to do? You could actually automatically auto-populate. Okay. So, very powerful. I happen to love this. And just to give you an idea how this this tool impacted my videos. Within the last half a year or so, if you look at my older videos, seriously, look at my older videos, the one I haven't gotten to in terms of the keywords or the tags, they weren't ranking anywhere. They were getting really pitiful looks, right? The minute I got this, I started pulling this information and started understanding the data, what I should put in as keywords. My videos start to rock and rolling. It start placing, okay? So this is a very, very important application for me. It also gives you best practices. If you look at this here, if you have a new video, there's a huge list of best practices. It will tell you what you should do, what you shouldn't do, what you're missing. In this instance, I haven't pinned anybody's comments yet. If I pinned it, I would have all 12 best practices done. Should be good, right? Also tells me about demonetization, you know, looking at the videos and stuff like that. And looking at this, let me go back and show you some of my newer videos, right? If you look at some of my newer videos, you're also going to see how high they rank as well. And then perhaps, you know what? I may also show you one of my videos that I didn't really do anything with it. And you're going to be able to see really the difference between the hits and, you know, things that I have no hits on, right? So before I go any further, after hearing this, what are your thoughts about TubeBuddy? Do you think it'll help you? You think that's worth the money? Personally, remember, for a smaller YouTuber, you need data. You need to know what other people are doing. If you don't know what you're doing, what they're doing, how could you compete? Think about that, right? Now, what's really cool is I'm going to go back to an older video that I haven't touched anything at all. I'm going to show you kind of like the difference between my newer video where I optimized it using TubeBuddy versus an old one where I haven't done squat. And you're going to be able to see that. So Phil, you like TubeBuddy as well, right? So everybody, there's a channel here, Photo Gear Fun. His name is Phil. He's going to be our guest speaker. He does a lot of reviews on cameras and equipment. He's going to be able to answer your question about your camera, you know, things like that to help you get a better picture, get better videos. So I asked him to come next week to kind of talk about that. We're going to have a little list of agenda so that you could say, hey, what do I know about my camera? Do I have any questions, right? Do I have any comments to help you optimize, you know, what you're doing, right? So think about that. So that's next week. We're going to be doing that. So again, this is Phil. So say hello to him. So I'm showing you one of these things I did not optimize at all. I haven't gotten to it. This is a Chattanooga video. I happen to live in Atlanta. Chattanooga is an hour and a half away. They have the best, in my opinion, the best aquarium. Love it. And there are times where you know what, if I want to go just to hang out there, it's a great place to hang out. So for those of you who don't know about Chattanooga, it's a hidden gem. So here is a video that I have not optimized at all. I've seen other videos out there that have won 2,000 hits. I just don't have time. You know, This is an older video. I'm like, do I really want to go back, right? 43 hits in a lifetime, 2016. Okay? And you come down here. I really didn't do much of optimization at all. So this is one of my videos that I didn't really do anything on. So if you think about this, I don't rank at all. Okay, so now let me show you one that I optimized. You're gonna see the difference. So I wanted to be able to do is to show you a difference in this, right? So that you could see, holy, there's a difference between knowing the keywords and tying it together, and being able to use this data to say, what are the keywords that will make my video stand out? Okay, so you saw what was not optimized, and I will show you what is optimized. And what's really nice is, for those of you out there who are not on 4K yet, this is a very, very good time to get in on it. To give you an idea, there's still currently very few people really producing 4K videos. And just by the fact that you're recording it in 4K, you're uploading in 4K, and you put that in as 4K, you are actually competing for HD and the 4K market. It opens everything up for you. Just as an example, for me, when I'm watching something on my 4K TV, I will actually always put in comma 4K to see what's out there. I find it fun. I find it better. So you're competing more. Okay? That's what you have to think about. Okay? So, let's see. It's really one of those things where it's a tool. Remember, everything is a tool that you use, right? But the thing is, the tool, you have to take your time to understand how to use the tool and how to apply it to your channel. If you don't know how to use the tool or don't put in the time, that's all you're going to get. You're not going to really get much, okay? Ross, how are you? Thank you very much for coming. And this is Tiki Room, one of the videos that I know that I optimized. So I'm going to show you the tags. And when you do subscribe to TubeBuddy, after this I'm going to show you some of the tools and things that you get from a membership or a TubeBuddy membership. This is one that I optimized. Notice all the green on the screen on the keywords versus the one I haven't optimized. For just the word Tiki Room, it says number 9, and Tiki Room 4K, I'm number 3, right? The Enchanted Tiki Room, number 2. So these are placements. So for me, the best practice at which I already gave you, use it. If you have this tool, you have to know what your competition is doing. Have to know what your leaders are doing. Copy, To me, copying is a form of really flattery, because if someone's copying you, that means you're doing something right. Okay? So that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure I'm using this data, I'm taking this data, understanding how this impacts me, what my competitors are doing, taking what the best of my competitors and putting it into my own video, and therefore you see the results versus the one I haven't optimized. When you optimize this, what that actually says is YouTube and or Google placements will get you higher, okay? If you have these placements. If you don't, you're not even on the map. Like for instance, Disney and Disney World, I'm not on the map. I'm nowhere to be seen, right? Think about that. You know, it's a fact of life, you know. The fact is there are a lot of Disney channels. But in order for you to rank, you have to understand which keywords are truly the ones you're competing against. Compete with those, put it in there, and understand where they come from. Okay? So here, if I go to another channel, I'll be able to see all this as well. Their likes, their views, and everything else, right? So for me, when I go to these channels, what's important is if I don't see any of the ranking, it won't help me with the ranking. I'll move along to another channel. So this way, you'll be able to obtain keywords that truly is meaningful and impactful to you. Okay? So hopefully, up to now, this helps you understand, you know, what's going on, right? How useful this tool is to you. As a creator, you need the edge. Without an edge like this, you can't compete. It's that simple. Okay. Brenda, thank you very much for bringing this up. If you have a moment, hit that like button, share it, comment. This will help us out. We'll grow this so that we can continue to help other smaller channels. Without your help, you know, we can't grow, right? And if you're not subscribed, subscribe now. So this way, in the future, you can hit that bell, and you'll always be able to make this the stream and really understand how this impacts you and help you grow your channel. Okay. So one of the things that that I like to show you is this. This is your control room. Gives you information. I have the Pro, if you haven't noticed that. Gives you all your data. Number of views altogether, number of subscribers, number of uploads, everything you need to know about the health of your channel. It also gives you an idea. Your searches. What's been searched on? And the reason why this here is so important is it should drive where your next video is going to be. Think about that. I don't see any of my Chattanooga videos on here at all. That tells me I shouldn't be doing those videos because no one's gonna watch it, right? But if you look at this, Monsters Inc., Sunset, right? Buffets, Vegas, free stuff. There's a trend here, right? Carnival Buffet. People love their Vegas buffets, if you think about that, right? They also love their sunsets. They love their beaches. They love specialized Disney interaction type of attractions by looking at what I have here. Think about how powerful that is. From your perspective, if you don't know, what's working, well, guess what? You're making the wrong video, you're going to lose a lot of people. Okay? What's really cool is this. You also have social monitoring, which I'm going to go back to, which is really, really, really cool. You're going to love some of the features I'm going to show you. Shows you, you know, how many, which social media is helping you out, you know, who's doing what. You'll be able to see all that, okay? You got competitors. You could actually put in competitors out there. Like people that you're watching that you know that are very close to your channel, your genre, you could put that in there. It will monitor what they're doing for you. I don't do that because in my situation, it's really very different. You think about that, right? I'm not really 100% theme park. I'm not 100% Vegas. You know, I'm not 100% anything. So really, there's very little number of channels like mine. So left that blank, right? There's other stuff in here that is premium. It's not a part of Pro. So, you know, there are things that I'm going to show you that says, you know, you have to upgrade. But some of these I haven't done anything yet because I've been so busy. So going back home, let me show you something else which is really, really nice. Member perks, okay? This is one thing that I truly like. TubeBuddy Mobile, guys. You have a mobile application now, add-on. You could have. It's free now. Audio Hero, 250,000 premium royalty-free music, track, and sound effects. Free. But here's the thing. You only get a limited number as a free person, right? Free membership. You get 20 downloads each month. How many of us actually outputs more than 20 videos a month? You know, so you think about this. It's free. There's a plethora of other applications here for you to really test out, right? Everything here is free. Obviously, what they want to do is to have you buy the premium version. I don't think I am to that level yet, so I haven't really bought anything as a premium version. Plus, I have partner channels out there. People, I guess, favorite channels that I talk to a lot, and they are in this space. And I actually work with them to kind of say what's a good channel to kind of talk through, right? To get the music. And how are you? All right, everybody. This is really cool. So there's quite a few people in here. I don't know if Vic T is here yet, still, but Anne is one of the channels that I love watching because I love Vegas. She actually her channel, she actually does a lot of filming of her slot plays, which is really cool because, you know, there are slots out. I don't get out to a casino often, but when I do, I actually use, you know, I actually watch channels like Ann's or Vic or, you know, Elvis or a bunch of people that I follow, watch what they're playing, how they're playing, and when I go back to Vegas, I'll play. So if you haven't seen Ann or some of the rest of the folks in here, go watch them. It's really cool. It's fun, okay? So now I am going into some of the functionality for you. You're going to love this. Hey, that Disney Pin guy, how are you, my friend? Thank you for coming. You're just in time. So again, for those of you who haven't subscribed to us, please subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell so in the future there are multiple these streams that will help you grow and help you as a channel and make it a better day for you. Okay? So one of the things that I truly love about this application, which I'm going to show you now, is this. When you are in your video list, there is a button here on every video. You click it. These are the shortcuts to some of the places that I've shown you. And what's really nice about this is the search position. This is really important to me because there are videos out there that I truly want to make sure that I am on top of the search. I will click on this and it will pull everything that is being ranked on top for me. And the ones that are not ranked or ranked really low are on the bottom. So the reason why this is important is this. Remember, prior to this, about 15 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, I said this ranking is fluid. It changes. The number of channels out there that are competing with you changes. Every time someone makes a change that is very important, very powerful, that ties, could move your ranking up or down. In this case, if you look at this free Disney cards, I went up to 17 positions to number 2. And then over here, free Disney cards, 4K, moved up 1 and I'm in 2nd place. There are videos out there where you could see you're actually moving down. What that tells me is when you're moving down, someone else is making a video out there that's already competing with you, that have potentially a better keyword out there that's pushing you down. So I'll give you an example. Let's see if I have anything that has moved up or down. Let's see. Hey Angela, how are you? Thank you very much for coming. Our Disney Adventures, how are you? Ohana. Wishing Mouse, thank you very much. How are you? Thank you for taking the time and coming here and supporting. So one of the things that you can see, again, you're searching for the search position here. There's no change. So that means I'm still at a certain level. See, here's one here, Magic Kingdom Train. I went down to 10th place. I went down by 1. Downscale, thank you very much for coming. So this is really important. This is where all your ranking is. And again, this tool, it's like every other tool. You have to understand how that impacts you as a channel owner, right? And how you are going to use this data to help you, your channel, your video, get ranked higher. Donna, thank you very much for coming and supporting. I appreciate it. And here's the thing. If you have videos that has gone down a lot, to me, that is a trigger button that says, I got to go out there to see what's out there that I'm missing. And I will actually make changes to these keywords, and it will automatically bump me back up. One of the things I want you to think about is, as a channel owner, it is not easy. If you are truly thinking about growing your channel, you have to have a tool like this and start thinking, how do you apply it to your channel? If you don't apply it right, you're not going to get the bang for your buck. So one of the things that I want to show you is this, Social Monitor. It tracks everything for you, like what's being shared and whatnot. So on Twitter, I'm having, so search the results on Twitter. You click on it, it will, based on this video, and look at Twitter to see what was shared. And what's nice is if you take a look at this now, these are the folks that shared that video. So for those of you, and Donna, you're one of them, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. You shared it. So you could actually see that. This is particularly important because to me, social media, and remember, I have it's social media 101, right? That is important. You have to understand if people are truly sharing it. If they're sharing it, that means that this is a video that you did a good job. And why did you do a good job? How did you do a good job? Can you apply that method to your next video, right? And then there are videos out there that really hasn't been shared. Like that Chattanooga one that I had. No one shared it. You know why? It's a smaller place, right? Do you want to go back, right, to doing a video from any videos that don't rank and don't have audience? And for most of us, I would say no, right? So these are the tools that allow you to spark and start thinking about that, right? And then if you come here, you also have Reddit. So it hasn't been shared and so on. Google Plus, Pinterest, Facebook. So this is a very powerful tool for you to kind of look at. It augments. Remember, to me, this augments your existing YouTube analytics. Do not use this as a primary. Okay? Your YouTube primary analytics should help you start driving where you're going, how you're doing, why you're doing it, right? Do you need places to optimize? You will have that information. But for me, TubeBuddy is for you to extend what you're doing already, making it a whole lot better, reaching it out to the right people. So, one hand, you have to know your YouTube tools, which we will continue in future streams to talk about existing YouTube tools, how to use it to your benefit. Have to know them all. And then at the same time, with the TubeBuddy here, how do you use this to extend it so you could start competing in searches? Guess what? If you don't compete in searches, no one's going to find you. Your videos won't be played as often, right? So think about that. For those of you who are interested, I have a link to the bottom of this video. Take a look at that. It is an affiliate link. I want to make sure that you understand that. It's under my name, so my assumption, I guess, this channel benefits from it if you do that, right? So for me, hey Cargo, thanks for joining. So again, TubeBuddy, it's really a fantastic tool for you from the point where you're ready to publish on, okay? On that video, how do you get it better? How do you rank it better, right? So for those of you, and many of you out there that ask me, how does keywords or tags tie to your to the name of your video? I found out from research that if you have keywords that correlates to your name of the video, there's a double chance that you will rank better based on that. So as an example, okay, looking at this, the Delta Club, let's go in there and I'm going to show you. So in this Delta Club video, it's a long name. Take a look at the Dallas Delta Club and Fly Amongst the Clouds with Me home. This is one of my recent videos. I think a lot of people do like it simply because there's a lot of comments. One of the things that I want you to pay attention to is when all my keywords pop up, you could actually get to see how it tags. So for me, in order for you to really compete, you truly, one, need to understand all the tools that are currently available and all the data that's available to you in YouTube. Knowing that information, take TubeBuddy extend that so you could actually reach out to more and more people. So if you look at these keywords here, Dallas Delta Club, Dallas Delta Club. You see that? There is a correlation in what they do. Delta Club, Delta Club. See that? So when you use keywords, make sure they tie into the title. If it ties into the title, you get a better ranking on your videos. Hey Juan. Hey Sam Cooking, how are ya? So it's really that simple. It's not that hard, but again, if you think about what I've talked to you about, it requires you to think, do some homework. So the question to you should be, are you willing to, one, are you willing to put in the time, right? Two, is this your passion, right? Because how many of us have seen a lot of smaller channels come out, they're great and love it. A few months later, you don't see any videos at all. A year later, they're no longer there, right? Are you going to be one of those people, right? For me, if you are not serious, I don't think TubeBuddy's for you. You just put it out there, just let it happen. But if you truly are serious and you are proud of your work, TubeBuddy will help you get another step up, if that makes any sense, right? So we're going to talk only relatively high level here in this stream, because I could talk about more and more down the road, and which we will. I'm going to have a TubeBuddy number 2. We're going to talk more deeper in how you use the data, how you start turning that and make it even better. So with that said, I'm going to stop here. Does anybody out here have any questions for me on TubeBuddy? So again, in the body of this video, I have a link to TubeBuddy. Take a look at it. It's really good. To me, I think the free one wasn't worth the money. I have the Pro, which is $9 a month, and I put out what, 5 videos a month, about once a week, and almost everyone now have really good ranking because of that. But again, you have to take your time, and you have to see this as a tool. You have to see how this will help you in your videos out. So really, that's it for me. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. I have my tablet here, and it's showing me some of the comments here. So if you have any questions, let me know, please. And for those of you out there, we have hit over 1,000 subscribers. So thank you all very much. There is a giveaway. Make sure you enter. There's some really cool things out there we're giving out. One of them is a small Coach pocketbook and or a wallet. So there's a lot of really cool stuff going on our channel. Make sure you go in and make sure that you go enter it. I want to be able to share this with everybody. And again, when we do this, it's like a fishbowl. I'll put that in there, put your name out, and pull your name out. If you win it, you win it. Right? So it's not, I'm not going to say I like so-and-so, I'm going to give you that. So this is going to be fair and square. So thank you all very much. So that is that for that announcement. And the second thing is next week, for those of you who are content creators, who uses technology like cameras, video cameras, we have a special guest that's going to be here next week. We're going to be talking about technology that as a streamer you use, how to maximize it, use it better. He's one of our subscribers here, and his name is Phil, and you could see him. I'm not going to tell you who he is. For those of you who are late, you're going to need to go back and rewind it and go look for him. So, yes, that's a shameless plug for you to go back and start giving me more view time. So, but next week is also very special. I also want to announce that down the road, we're going to have, my co-host, my partner channel is Rob Fuzz, and Drop That Rope. So we're going to expand our community. And some of the people that we're going to bring on, some of the larger ones, they're going to come talk to you about their experience, how to get better. They have the best practices. And one of them, which most people know, very large channel, about 5,000 or more subscribers, Bob and Ashley, I'm asking them to come on one day as a guest speaker, talk about their experience, how they did it, what you should avoid, what are the pitfalls, what are the things that will help you maximize growing your channel. So don't miss any of that. So this is the reason why I tell you, if you're not subscribed to this channel and you don't have a bell hit, you're going to miss it. Because as we go along, it will help you grow as a channel and help you become bigger, better. And hopefully one day, bigger than all of us. All right? So that's really it. Hey, Derek, Greg, right? Is it Derek or Greg on here? I think it's Derek. So anyway, for those of you who are out here, I don't see any questions here. So, just wanted to make sure that I make the announcement for those of you out there. Rob, if you don't mind, put your channel out there. Drop That Rope as well, so people could see that. And for those of you who missed the previous video on here for the Small YouTube Grow channel, make sure you get with Drop That Rope. The reason is that Drop That Rope, it's a special channel where we use that channel to share your videos out to YouTube and Twitter. If you are not a part of that, make sure you do. Because we have, by looking at some of the benefits from it, just to give you an idea, as you know, I have TubeBuddy. And I keep an eye out on my own channel when it, obviously gets shared. And one of the videos that was shared out, based on just that Drop That Rope share, I got over 100 more views within 2 days. So keep that in mind, okay? That's why I tell you, this is the reason why you're here. You want to look at the tools. We're giving you the tools. If you haven't heard or seen the tools that we've talked about, go back to the previous channel video. Look at it. Look at the tools that we're asking you to do, making some of the changes so you could become better, be able to truly utilize what is called social media. Okay. So Rob, Brenda, thank you very much for putting those channels out there. I truly appreciate it. So everybody out there, we have a really fantastic community out here. And I rarely do this, and I rarely tell you to support each other. But for me, I know every one of you out here. I go to your channel. I watch your channel. I mod for a few of you as well. And a few of you are mods for me. So for me, I am very, very confident now. For those of you who are in here, who have been in here, that you guys are worth going to. And I am putting my neck out because of you guys. That you guys are such cool people. I want you guys to go out and start talking to each other. Sub each other. Because you guys are really... for me, there's nothing else, right? You guys are here for the long term because you guys like me. And I like you guys too. So... Think about it. Hey, Jason, how's it going? You're good, man. So thank you very much for coming. We are going to make sure we're going to go on a really high note. So the high note is the TubeBuddy. If you don't know it, know it. I have a link to my below this video. Go check it out. It will help your video so much, right? But again, we've talked about tube channels now for you if you're not serious about your channel. If you just want to share with family, friends, don't worry about spending that money. But if you truly want to compete, this is the tool to help you compete. Second thing, just to recap again, we have a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I know every one of you are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and make sure you enter. I have a bunch of really cool collectible stuff in there, and that includes also a Coach bag. So go and check it out. Third thing is next week, we're going to talk about technology, cameras, video cameras, you name it, we're going to talk about. We're going to have a specialist there answering your questions. So it's going to be fun. So for those of you who are out there who've always questioned, what's a good camera? Why do I use a camera? What's an aperture? What do I need to use to get me a better shot, better video out there? We're going to do that next week. So don't miss that if you really want to know a little more about truly what a camera does. What could it do for you? How can it maximize your videos, right? And then the fourth thing is really simple. We're here as a community, everybody in here, and I rarely do this. Go help and subscribe to each other, because every one of you, I know, you either mod for me, or I mod for you, or I truly love your channel, and we're friends. So go check it out. These are the people that you guys are here. I could put my neck out for you. I can't say that about some really large, streams where I don't know everybody. But everybody in here, I know you guys. So go ahead, hang out with each other. Go hang out, get to know each other, because that's how you grow, right? You have a network of friends. So, and really quick. So you see the channel Pen to Flow. He's one of my favorite channels. I mod for him as well. He goes live in Disney as well. So if you guys like live streams, he does that too. So go check him out, right? And then Hit Top Music. I'm beginning to incorporate more music in there. I'm actually hearing some of the music in here. I'm writing down using it because of him, so that I could kind of listen to some of the music. How does that get there? So again, each channel comes with such great impact for me. The question is, are you going to be able to understand how does that impact you as a channel? Make every day count. Make every channel count. Make every friendship count. When you do that, you will succeed. So with that said, I have nothing else, and I will see you next